Hi everyone, just hopping on a minute earlier. Back to the grind. We got back from Beaver Creek last Wednesday, and then I spent a few days with my parents and my brother, and today's the first real day back to work. Of course, I love what I'm doing. It's just a little tough all the time. I feel like everyone feels the same way after getting back from vacation. Regardless of what kind of work they do, it's always a little tough. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So if you're not familiar with Hashtagitude and myself, I'm Helene, CEO and founder of Hashtagitude, a digital marketing agency here in Denver, Colorado. We focus on building authentic communities for our clients, and our clients consist of businesses that are lifestyle related. So that's a big umbrella of going from real estate, interior design, food and drink, travel, leisure, basically anything that you feel like fits under the lifestyle umbrella is the way I like to put it. So we do this, we focus on the community aspect, and it's more like, I like to think of it as the old school concept of talking face to face with people, except, obviously since we are digital marketing, we do the face to face interaction online, but we interact with our clients, fans, users, etc., or potential customers authentically, a little manually in the sense of, we're not automating those kinds of responses or engagement. And of course, this is a perfect segue into today's topic as well, but just focusing on the old school concept of relationship building and the new school way of technology. So as you probably saw from the title of this Facebook Live, we're talking about how to interact with customers on the internet, or how to do customer service online. So how do we define customer service? Overall, I think of customer service, especially online, as engagement. And engagement is also a very broad and abstract word, but it's just responding in conversations, having conversation with people. In terms of engagement, I differentiate between reactive or proactive. Reactive, we're going to focus on today's broadcast more, just because a lot of times businesses don't know how to respond to certain comments or questions that they receive on social media, or they don't even realize that people are asking them questions or responding to their social media posts. So we're focusing on the reactive aspect today. There's the other part, which is proactive, which we recommend for our clients and businesses and professionals to do, just because proactive is how people discover other people, other businesses, etc. So, responding to customers or users' comments or questions is a way to also build your community. And if you're never going to respond to people's comments or questions on your social media posts, then you might as well just be broadcasting on TV or radio, because as I've said in other broadcasts, but also through blog posts, etc., social media and just being online is about being social. It's not about, oh hey, I'm just gonna word vomit and disappear now, I'm gonna go back and do my work. So first question is, do you have a dedicated social media platform for customer service? I like to use the example of airlines. A lot of times I would say that in terms of the airlines that I do still follow, there's been a few airlines that I've fallen out of love with, just because of their lack of customer service online, or just their inconsistent customer service online. But a lot of the airlines, at least US-based airlines, use their Twitter accounts solely for the customer service aspect. Not so much about promotions or content creation, but they use it for the customer service aspect. For instance, I would say United and Southwest, I've tweeted at them before. And I think I've even tweeted at American Airlines. I've tweeted compliments to all these airlines before, being like, thanks for, on your on-time service, getting me safely to my destination. I've also asked them questions. I've also, complained to them as well through Twitter. And I would say that for the most part, most of them have been pretty timely on the responses. There was just one time where it would have been nice to receive a response from one of these airlines, and they responded 2 days later, which I know that these airlines have large customer service community management teams so focused on social media, but I guess when that situation happened, their social media team was like out for vacation or for the weekend, who knows. But yeah, if you want to, I guess, change your Twitter account over just to a customer service focus and not so much on the content creation or broadcasting level, you could do that. But you can also use all of your social media platforms for customer service. Doesn't have to be just one dedicated platform for customer service. So it's up to you to decide if it makes sense for your business to have one channel being like, if you want to have your Twitter account being customer service, making your bio, making sure that people know that that's where you're going to be answering questions about your business service, comments, concerns, etc. Of course, there's also Yelp and other review platforms where people can also give you feedback as well. And that's also important to keep track of what people are saying about your business, especially if you're listed on Yelp or any other review site. So in terms of the timing of your responses, depending on how crucial or critical the comment or question is from the customer or user that's talking to your business on social media, I would say, if you're online already and you see the comment or question, at least, at the fastest 30 minutes after they sent you a message, respond if you can. Make sure though, even if you don't get to that question or concern or comment within those 30 minutes after they've posted, make sure you do respond to it, even if it's late. I mean, remember the saying, better late than never, and that's very, very true with especially like questions that customers or users might have about your business or service. Like, you just want to respond, even if it's a super delayed response. Obviously I would recommend for you to respond as soon as possible, but I understand that we're all human and we're not going to be able to be strapped to our phones like 24/7. So just try to make sure that you do respond though to questions or concerns that you receive on your social media posts. Related to that, so what are appropriate social media responses to your customers or users online? When someone comments on your photo or your post, and it's obviously not an automated comment, but if someone's like, oh, I really like blah, blah, XYZ on your photo, or I really like this new product that you guys are carrying, a simple thanks, of course, is fine. People like to be acknowledged on social media. I would say they definitely enjoy getting acknowledged by bigger brands, but even if your business is small, quote unquote small, people just like to be acknowledged because they want to know, like, hey, you know what? I'm a customer of yours, or I'm a potential customer of yours, and I see that you're listening or you're paying attention to my responses. So, a simple thanks, liking their comment, that's good enough, especially if they're complimenting you. So when someone is asking a question or has a concern about your service, your business, product, etc., respond publicly if possible. And if you need to go take the conversation to private message because there's more specifics, or you'd rather not have them share their personal info publicly on your page or your account, then ask to take the conversation to private. Now, of course, the most difficult situation to deal with would be someone that's unhappy. And obviously none of us business owners want to hear about an unhappy customer or client. But some people will complain on a business's page or a social media account, or just tweet about it and be like, I don't like this business right now because they did this to me. Always best to address them publicly, these complaints. Addressing them publicly, I recommend, just because it allows for other people to see how your business will respond as an entity to any complaints that are addressed to you. So address publicly. Make sure that you're, polite, even if it makes you angry that whatever they say, you address it publicly in a polite way. Go private with the customer, meaning like if you'd like to address the situation one-on-one with them versus like having a very open public conversation, just make sure that you do still reply publicly and be like, hey, we're sorry to hear that you're not happy with our product or service, will you send us an email? And when you do go to the private route with this unhappy customer, make sure you still stay polite and just allow for the customer to be open and honest with you without having to cause further like public drama on your Facebook or on your social media accounts, I should say. So remember to stay with your brand voice when working on customer service, or when you're responding to people's comments or concerns online. Just make sure that you remember your brand voice. One related blog post that we published within the last month was about, are emojis appropriate for your brand? I'll post the link to that blog post in the comments below after I finish this broadcast. But if emojis are appropriate when you're responding to people, then go for it. But if your business is not, aimed towards a younger generation or aimed towards those who enjoy emojis, probably best to just stick with, cut and dry, polite responses. And that's all I have in terms of customer service. It's pretty straightforward. A lot of it is you just need to practice it rather than hearing a lot of theory or rhetoric about it. So hopefully this all helped. Let me know in the comments below if you have any questions. And so in terms of upcoming topics, so I announced last week that we're probably going to change the name of this to Marketing Monday next month versus Motivation Monday. I have enjoyed using the hashtag Motivation Monday. It seems overused. It also seems doesn't seem in line, I guess, with what we're talking about on these Facebook Live segments. But going to post a survey tomorrow asking for feedback, and hopefully, of course, for all of you who have tuned in for the last few broadcasts and today's, please fill out the survey so that I can get some good feedback and figure out what we're going to do in terms of next Monday onward. And to keep you updated, especially if you're in the Divna area, we have events coming up next month. It's going to be a very, very busy month for me, for Hashtagitude. We're hoping to grow our team by one more person next month, so stay tuned to that. So next month, I will be speaking at the Athena Conference, which I mentioned last week as well. It's a conference through the Colorado Women's Chamber of Commerce. It's on Wednesday, April 12th. And, of course, if you're a woman, professional here in Colorado, please feel free to sign up for the conference and the luncheon as well. There's an awards luncheon before the mini conference. And I'm doing a collaborative workshop during that conference about how to build your personal brand online. So I'll drop the link below about how you can register, and you can register through there. We're also starting next month, second Fridays in the mornings will be coffee, tea, and conversation at ModWorks. Free coffee and tea and conversation. So if you have any questions about social media, digital marketing, anything along those realms, even business building, I've started 3 different businesses, so if you have any questions about how to build a business, feel free to stop by. But I'll have more information on that, more specifics, and the actual event very soon. We're also starting Walk and Talk on third Tuesdays around lunchtime in downtown Denver through a partnership with Walk to Connect, and that's also going to be a free event. And at the end of April, so final Wednesdays starting in April, we're having Marketing Success Happy Hours at ModWorks as well. So I'll drop all those links below. The Walk and Talk and the Coffee, Tea, and Conversation will be finalized this week. Last few weeks have been a little hectic on my end just because that's how it's been with vacation and family time. So, but I'll be back into the regular routine, I would say, hopefully by tomorrow, and get all this stuff up so that you all can RSVP, register, etc. for all the events coming up. So thanks for tuning in today for Motivation Monday. Probably next week, I would say next Monday will be Marketing Monday versus Motivation Monday, and be on the lookout for the survey on our Facebook page. I would say tomorrow or just sometime this week. I would say by Wednesday at latest. And hope everyone's having a good Monday so far. Bye.